Being weird could be the catalyst you've been looking for a successful intervention, be it a transformation, a coaching session, a workshop. In this two-part video series, you will discover how to position yourself, pave a way of credibility, and use your weirdness to lead effective change. How? Stick around. Hello lovely people, and welcome to Flux. We've all been there, wondering, just before an important interaction with a client, old or new, which technique, which tool or exercise should we use? How do I make a good first impression? Is this idea too much? Is the other too little? And I'm not sure about you, but I sometimes feel lost in my little bag of tricks. And that feeling could be rather daunting. However, quite often we disregard the most apparent, the most obvious of all, which is how much impact we could have by just being ourselves, perhaps with a bit of a creative adjustment. As a change agent, whether an agile coach, an OD professional, or a servant leader with a transformational agenda, embracing our weird side and using it strategically could be an important success factor in our project. But finding the right amount of weirdness that works for the client could be rather challenging. So what's the process? Step 1. Positioning. Imagine for a moment that you walk through your client's door for the very first time. How do you position yourself in the first few moments, few days or few weeks into the engagement? Do you hold back from your usual self? Do you moderate your expressions? Or do you just unleash the beast? And what about the client? How do they feel in the presence of a change practitioner like you? At ease? Nervous? Excited? The way we position ourselves in relation to the system in order to kick off change is an important, yet often overlooked step. Skillful practitioners make a conscious choice. They choose to be at or slightly outside each boundary. And these boundaries effectively define who or what falls inside or outside by following a process of choice. For example, a choice to shape a team, a function, or division in an organization. A choice about who is invited to a workshop or not. Boundaries could be emerging, flexible and open, or rigid and closed. We might even find different types of boundaries in different parts of the same organization. And how these boundaries are relevant to our transformation, you might ask. Change, growth, takes place at the boundary, where the familiar and unfamiliar collide. As we engage in a dialogue with a client from that position, we are, or should be, the unfamiliar. A different way of thinking, working, behaving, being. And although it might be an odd experience for the client to have a practitioner at the boundary, it is in fact like a little dance between us, sometimes smooth, sometimes rather awkward, as we cross boundaries constantly, testing each other's territories, comfort zones, negotiating what is acceptable or not. And this is where challenge, growth, learning, reflection and solutions lie. Now that everybody feels a bit more comfortable about each other's position, here's the next step. Step 2. Establish your credibility. Your first goal in this step is to build rapport, trust and strong relationships. Be the non-threatening yet curious practitioner, the one who is asking informed questions with genuine curiosity in order to uncover the inner workings of the organization, to understand the different perspectives, what is figural and requires attention, to get a fuller picture of how things are run, who does what, why and when. And if you wanted to go the extra mile, discover the needs, organizational or personal, even at a superficial level, or go deeper if possible, and do all that with certain humility as a good servant leader would. And finally, declare your energetic availability to actually help as different situations emerge. Your second goal is to tactfully blend in, adapt and adjust to the peculiarities of the environment. For example, something easy to do would be to pick up corporate jargon and infuse our sentences with it. This creates a sense of familiarity that breaks down barriers raised specifically to keep any outsiders, us, well out. Okay, and now that we meticulously prepared the ground, took essential steps and made conscious choices about our position and credibility, I think that we are in a good place to move forward. Besides, we ticked all the boxes and passed the essential entry exam into the client's tribe. In part 2, link up there, you will find more about using our weirdness in a smart way that doesn't ruin everything. How was it so far? I would love to read your comments in the section below. And if you got any value from this video, would you be willing to click the like and share buttons below? And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe for more. That'd be lovely. Thanks for watching. Till the next one, I'm Lazaro Wolf. Take care and don't forget part 2.